after Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah on Thursday directed the Bengaluru Metro Rail Corporation Limited or BMRCL's Managing Director Maheshwar Rao to roll back the fare increases where they are abnormal, he emphasized the need to protect commuters' interests. Meanwhile, Maheshwar Rao has clarified that there will be no change in the metro fares. Only anomalies and technical snags that has resulted in fare hikes will be rectified. There will be no change in the minimum fare of 10 rupees and the maximum fare of 90 rupees. Only the increase in fare between stages is revised. Now let's take a look at the new fare structure. The minimum fare for metro will be 10 rupees and the maximum will be 90, as we told you. Earlier, the maximum fare was 60 rupees. There will be a 5% discount with the smart card. An extra 5% discount will be given for off-peak hours, that is before 8 a.m., 12 to 4 p.m. and after 9 p.m. on weekdays. Sundays and holidays, discount will be 10%. One-day tourist passes will be charged at 300 rupees, 3-day at 600 rupees and 5-day at 800 rupees. Group discounts will be around 15 to 25%. Meanwhile, Bengaluru's Namma Metro ridership dropped sharply after the rise in the metro fare prices. On Tuesday, 7.8 lakh people took a metro ride as against 8.6 lakh on the 4th of February, while on Monday, the metro took around 8.3 lakh people, down from 40,000 in the previous Monday. Regular passengers alleged that they are ending up paying double the fare and they are not able to afford it. So they are opting for BMTC buses or private vehicles. While Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has asked for a revision in the abnormal hike in fares, the Managing Director of Bengaluru Namma Metro, Maheshwar Rao, has said that there will be no rollback in the fare increases. We have my colleague Mohammad Wajula now joining us live from Bengaluru for more. Wajji, talk to us. So the crowds in Bengaluru Metro, Namma Metro are thinning out. But there seems to be a divergence over here. You have the Chief Minister saying that there has to be a rollback where there is an abnormal hike in fares, whereas the Managing Director of the Bengaluru Metro is saying there will be no such thing.
Well, yes, Krishna, we've just walked out of the press conference that was held by Maheshwar Rao, the chairman of the BMRCL, and he categorically mentioned that we were told by the Chief Minister that there were a lot of anomalies in the fare and that would be revised. So what he clarified today is that there were close to 600 to 700 instances where complaints had come to the BMRCL saying that fares which were supposed to be 30 rupees, 40 rupees, even after the increase have jumped up by 80 to 90% and at some places more than 100%. So these rectifications have been done, but when it comes to the prices of metro, that has not been reduced. So minimum will continue to be 10 rupees, which has been there before the recent price hike, while the maximum, which was 60 rupees before the metro price hike, had been 90, and today after the press conference also it will continue to remain 90s. It was only at the various points where or at various structures where the amount would jump up by 45% to 100%. For instance, if you're traveling from one point to another where the charges is 20 rupees, at these places the passengers were shelling out 55 rupees or 60 rupees where the increase is of 100% or 80%. Those anomalies and those technical snags will be rectified. They will make sure that the cap will come down from 100% to 70%. So they are planning to maintain that 70% hike cap, whereas the hike will be of 30 to 35% between that amount itself. So what we are going to pay as 60 rupees for a maximum length of 25 kilometers will be 90 rupees and it will continue to remain 90 rupees. So this is not somewhere is a relief. This is not going to be a relief for the people who are still going to shell out 90 rupees from their pockets.
That is the reason why you're seeing the number of people taking the metro going down significantly on a day-to-day basis. Are the metros now not as packed as they were before? If you can tell us if you've taken the metro.
Yes, this question was also asked to the BMRCL chairman, and he categorically ducked it. We asked him if you could give us the revenues that BMRCL had in the last 3 days. But what he could give us in this question is that they have seen an 8% dip in the metro usage by commuters. And now with this increase of 90 rupees, because we have done reports from metro station where we've spoken to various people, and their only complaint is if I am shelling out 90 rupees to go from one place to another, then I have to take a metro to go to that specific place where I'm going to. Instead of that, I can fill a petrol for 1 litre, which is costing me 100 rupees, and I might use my vehicle instead. Why would I take a metro? The reason why we were taking metro, because it would make travel faster, it would make cheaper. But now, if it's going to be as expensive as traveling on the road, I might get stuck in traffic. But at least I might not spend as much I'm spending on the metro. So these were the problems that the people were facing. And now with the commuters coming down by 8%, this is something like the BMRCL should now look into. It was a very heated press conference. The officials seemed confused about the tariff rates. We still don't have the structural rates on how much increase has happened from 0 to 2 kilometers. Because with the anomalies that have been revised, how will those structures change? That also has to be given to us so that we can give it to the public. So these are a few things that the BMRCL have not been able to answer. What they've able to clarify is that there will not be any revision in the price hike. Those anomalies, those problems, those technical snags that people have been facing, that will be rectified.
Anomalies will be rectified, no revision or no reduction in the fare hikes in Bengaluru's Namma Metro. Vajjiula, they're getting us the latest on that. Vajji, thank you so much for joining us with that update.